It is the end of an era. Blockbuster today announced it's closing its remaining 300 video stores.
Blockbuster will close its last remaining store in Chattanooga next month.
Movie and snacks at your local Blockbuster. You might remember those days, right? Well, tonight, people in one town are keeping that tradition alive.
At its peak, Blockbuster wasn't just a video store. It was the video store. A blue and yellow cultural icon that defined Friday nights for millions. But in just over a decade, it went from 9,000 stores to just one. This is the story of missed opportunities, digital disruption, and the fall of an empire that once ruled home entertainment. This is the rise and fall of Blockbuster. Blockbuster was founded in 1985 by David Cook, a former software engineer who had built database systems for the oil and gas industry. Cook saw potential in applying his data expertise to the growing video rental market. At the time, local stores offered limited selections and poor inventory systems. He envisioned a streamlined, family-friendly store with thousands of titles, all organized and tracked by a custom computer system. The first Blockbuster store opened on October 19, 1985 in Dallas, Texas. The first movie ever rented? The 1985 hit, The Cotton Club. Customers were amazed by the sheer volume and layout, clean, bright aisles sorted by genre, an intuitive experience that made it easy to find something to watch. People remember their first visits vividly. From kids running to the new releases wall to the ritual of negotiating with parents over what snacks to get at checkout. Blockbuster was the undisputed king of the video rental industry. From late night movie runs to the snacks at the register, Blockbuster became more than a store. It was a ritual. Blockbuster partnered with studios for exclusive releases, expanded to video game rentals, and launched its own rewards program. The Blockbuster Rewards program offered members a free rental for every 5 paid rentals, discounts on select titles, and exclusive member-only coupons. It incentivized frequent visits and helped build customer loyalty. At its height, the program had tens of millions of members worldwide. Blockbuster also leaned heavily on late fees, a practice that became both lucrative and controversial. By the early 2000s, late fees were generating an estimated $800 million annually, making up nearly 16% of the company's revenue. In 1994, media conglomerate Viacom acquired Blockbuster for $8.4 billion in stock. The deal was strategic. Viacom wanted a distribution channel to promote Paramount films and planned to merge Blockbuster with its cable assets. At its height, Blockbuster had over 9,000 stores across 25 countries and 84,000 employees. Beyond the US, Blockbuster expanded into markets like the United Kingdom, Australia, Mexico, Brazil, Canada, and South Korea. The international push began in the late 1980s, with the UK seeing its first stores in 1989. At one point, Blockbuster was the largest video rental chain in both the US and the UK. However, as digital disruption spread globally, overseas stores began closing rapidly. Blockbuster's UK operations entered administration in 2013, and most international branches had shut their doors by 2014. In 2000, Reed Hastings, co-founder of a fledgling startup called Netflix, approached Blockbuster with an offer. Sell Netflix for $50 million and become Blockbuster's digital division. Blockbuster CEO John Antioco passed. They underestimated the future of digital convenience. Netflix offered DVD rentals by mail with no late fees, while Blockbuster still heavily relied on those very fees for profit. The decision to turn Netflix down has since become one of the most infamous business blunders in tech history. In an effort to catch up, Blockbuster launched Total Access in 2004, a hybrid online and in-store rental program. Customers could receive DVDs by mail like Netflix and return them in store for immediate exchanges. It was actually more convenient than Netflix, but it was also far more expensive to operate. Meanwhile, Redbox entered the scene with a radically different model. $1 rentals from vending machines outside grocery stores, 24/7 access, no memberships. Customers loved the simplicity. Just swipe your card, pick your movie, and you're done. It was ideal for impulse decisions and casual viewers who didn't want to deal with subscriptions or late fees. Many customers fondly remember the convenience of grabbing a movie while grocery shopping. No waiting, no lines, no returns needed at a separate location. After its acquisition by Viacom, Blockbuster was spun off in 2004 and loaded with debt. Multiple leadership changes led to inconsistent strategies. The company failed to pivot decisively to digital. In 2010, Blockbuster filed for bankruptcy, listing over $1 billion in liabilities. By the time Dish Network acquired it in 2011 for $320 million, only about 1,700 stores remain. Dish tried to revive Blockbuster with on-demand services and by keeping a few stores open, but by 2013, fewer than 300 stores were left. Eventually, they shuttered almost all of them. Today, only one Blockbuster remains, in Bend, Oregon. It's not just a store, it's a living museum. Visitors can still rent DVDs, shop for vintage candy, and pose with the classic movie cardboard cutouts. They even offer overnight stays through Airbnb. The walls are lined with handwritten staff pics, community bulletin boards, and retro displays. The store continues to license the Blockbuster brand from Dish Network and serves as a beacon for nostalgia. Movie nights, VHS marathons, and fan pilgrimages have kept it alive. It's a nostalgic time capsule that has gained fame through social media and a Netflix documentary called The Last Blockbuster. Blockbuster didn't fail because of Netflix. It failed because it stopped listening. It failed because it relied on penalties over innovation. And it failed because it underestimated change. In business, nostalgia doesn't guarantee survival. Adaptability does. They had it all. Blockbuster had the resources, the brand, and the reach. But it lacked vision. In the age of streaming, its fate became a cautionary tale. Do you think Blockbuster could have survived if it had bought Netflix? Let us know in the comments. Hit like if you remember Friday night movie runs. Subscribe for more deep dives into the rise and fall of iconic brands. And thanks for watching.